Hello, good morning, and welcome back to First Day Talk Tip. Yes, I know I've been off the radar for a while. It's been a hectic season at work, in my personal life, in Nigeria, the NSAS, and all that. But then I'm back today, and I'm going to make sure that I stay consistent and show up every week. If I don't show up, remind me. Send me a message that I should show up. Okay, today we're going to be talking about having a contingency plan. Having a contingency plan, that's a backup plan. Today makes it about a month since I hosted my first ever online event. With the coming of COVID and all that, online events have become more of a thing. And initially, as an MC, I used to really have issues, coming to terms with how practical it would be to host maybe a birthday or a wedding online. And I was like, is it really going to be the same? I remember one of my babies, one of my mentees, Step Compare. She has a show that she hosts every Tuesday called Talk Tuesday, and she mentioned there one day a question that which would you prefer, online events or live events. And I even gave my opinion that yes, online events are good. And I was speaking theoretically, but I know that deep down in my mind I practically was still thinking online events would not be the same. But today I'm going to share, in fact, I'm going to do another lesson where I'm going to share several things I learned from hosting my first online event. But then today I'm going to share about having a contingency plan, both in your online events and offline. In my last video, I explained that you must prepare. Now, one of the things I did while I was preparing for that online event was make sure that I had 3 internet service providers, like network providers. I had 3 like backup plans. Like, no, this one will only one for me, Jay. No, I made sure that I had, so that if one is down, I switch to the other, because we're in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. I love my country and all that, but then reality of now is that this is a country where NSAS protesters are shot and expect anything. Sorry, I digress. So I was like, yes, I was totally prepared for that. But then, do you know that even during the event, those 3 internet service providers had messed me up? There were times when I had to switch, and I was offline for a long time, and I was the host of the event. But there was something that my client did before the event that really, got me thinking, and that's one of the lessons I learned. Like, I thought I had my contingency plans, my plan A, B, C, but he had another plan, which eventually ended up being the real plan B. What he did was he got a backup person to fill in for me if peradventure there was anything that happened with my network. So this was what happened. For every time I went offline and I was grappling, with the network to come back, there was always someone else on the call who immediately stepped in. Once there was anything and they couldn't hear my voice, the guy just took over. And then whenever I come back online, I take over again. He made the event so seamless. And I was like, wow, I never really thought about this. For live events, sometimes we do that. I remember there was a time, Step Compare, also my mentee, she was to come to Lagos for an event, and she was caught up in traffic, everything. She was thinking, when will I get to Lagos? When will I do my makeup? When will I do this and all that? But she called me and I told her, I said, calm down. Everything is going to be fine. But just in case, and this was the backup plan, this was the contingency plan, just in case you're not able to make it, I will go to that event and I will host it for you. Because she was coming from out of town. You see, things happen. Like I discussed about this in my course, MC 102, where I said, prepare for the worst, but expect the best. Prepare for the worst, but expect the best. As an MC, things happen. You're going to have wardrobe malfunctions. One of the things I do is I always take 2 clothes with me as a backup. I take 2 shoes with me as a backup. Things will happen whenever I'm going for an event and I need to stop over at a makeup artist to do my makeup before going for the event. I take my makeup bag. In case the makeup artist fails me, I will do my own minimal makeup to make sure that I'm looking okay. I go with my own photographer because I want to have pictures of the event after. I do plans with the photographer, the official photographer of the day, to make sure that, okay, I get, pictures from both events. What I'm trying to say is that as an MC, you need to block all loopholes. Prepare for the worst, but expect the best. So for this particular event online, offline, I know even Alibaba has said something like that before, where his flight was delayed and he had to call an MC in Abuja to fill in for an event for him. You must have people that you can call. Oh yeah, back up. And for a step compare on that day, she thought she was not going to make it, and I said, don't worry, even if you're not able to make it in time, I will go to that event. I'm in Lagos, I'll go to that event and start it up until you come up. But for the online event, I didn't even think about that. I never thought about that. It was the client himself that thought about it. And today, that has become a basic lesson that I feel everyone should learn from. So whether you're having an online event or a live event, make sure you do have a contingency plan, a backup plan, something that will tide you over in case there are mishaps, in case unforeseen circumstances come up. I hope you've learned a thing or two. And like I always say, this is not just for an MC. I've brought out scenarios of things that you can do for backup plans as an MC. But then in whatever vocation or industry in which you practice, always make sure that all areas are, fully backed up. You have contingency plans for all areas. For myself, like I said earlier, I'm going for an event. I make sure that I take my makeup bag in case my makeup artist fails me. I have like 3 clothes, just in case there's a wardrobe malfunction. I have like 2 shoes in case there's a wall. In fact, when I'm going, I take 2 heels and 1 sneakers, because sometimes I'm very good with heels. I love heels, but sometimes maybe I have to stand for long and my heels, my feet are aching me or killing me. I change to my sneakers. So you have to ensure that you have backup plans. I remember there was a time IK also said that he has had to go with extra mic to events because he has gone to an event and they gave him a mic with a cord and he can't work with that, so he had to use his cordless mic. These are things that we all need to do to make sure that the events go smoothly. I do hope you learned a thing or 2 or 3 or 4. So if you've learned anything and you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment, and please share with your friends. So till next week, see ya later. Bye.